Joe, how you doing, my man?
Hey, and it's been a long week already. Just looking forward to enjoying a 3-day weekend coming up. I'm going to be off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Man, this government shutdown ain't no joke, dude. We've been working like really, really hard at work, and it's not just me, it's everybody else who still, have to go and report into work. Everybody
Yeah.
else is feeling the crunch as well. We're tired, dude. We're tired.
So, are we having no show on Monday?
I think we're not going to have a show on Monday, dude. I think we can go ahead and take the day off. It is Columbus Day, or like they say, Indigenous People Day.
Yeah, that's the way that we roll over here. Chica is is indigenous herself. So are you, right?
Yeah, 52% of me. Everybody coming into the chat now. Yeah, me and Chica share that in common. We're both Apache. 52%. Yeah, it looks like we are good to go, man. I see us on. I had to check the YouTube because you know how that is, Mike.
If the chats are coming in, the chats are coming in. We're on.
Yeah. Eric Cisneros in the house saying congratulations to Mike. Go make more money for that wedding. That's right. Good morning, Mike and Joe. Good morning, Alex. Greg Castanuela. Midtown, Texas. He says, congratulations, Michael. Miguelito. I should have put that. Congratulations, Miguelito.
Made it happen, baby.
Area 210, where the dreams don't fade. From the river walk nights to the Alamo shade. We rise together through the highs and the lows. Area 210, oh, it's the life that we chose.
Happy Thursday, everybody. This is the Area 210 podcast powered by PF Chang's La Cantera. My name is Mike Jimenez. That's Joe Garcia. We go for about an hour and a half talking sports, pop culture, and nostalgia, but what a night it was over here in Conroe, Texas. Joe, I surprised you. I sent you a photo last night before I posted it on Facebook. You were a little bit taken aback. Me and Chica got engaged.
I did not believe you because you played tricks on us before, right? And you kind of make an innuendo that, I proposed to Chica. You say something silly. And I'm like, bro, you did not propose, bro. No. And then it's like, yeah, you sure enough, you did. I was like, I couldn't take you serious because you played tricks on us too many times.
So the process was actually 3 or 4 weeks in the making. Okay. Yeah. Because Chica's father is no longer with us. So I wanted to ask somebody for her hand in marriage. So what I did a few weeks ago was I asked her son. Her son is 23 years old. He goes to Rice University, getting his master's this December. We're excited for him and his new life and all that he's accomplished so far. And we went to his apartment and I went to his balcony. I shut the door and I told Chica, give me a minute. And I had a nice little 5 to 10 minute long conversation with him about his mom and the fact that we were wanting to move in together, like get a house together. And obviously we'd want to get married at some point. And I wanted to ask for his permission. And he said, yes. He did give me a few stipulations, which I thought were very reasonable. Not going to get into that. That's a private conversation between me and him. But I told Chica, she's like, what are you doing over there? And I said, well, I asked him if I could ask him to marry you. And so we knew we were going in this direction. So what happened was yesterday after the show, I went and got a haircut, shave, got a facial mask done. It's part of what Chica bought me. Okay, so I'm not one to do that. I'll get the pedicure, but Chica bought me this package where I can get unlimited haircuts and massage and facial mask and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I got all that done, and I realized that I'm going to San Antonio for a couple of days, and I wanted to have this taken care of. I wanted to propose to her, but I didn't know where I was going to propose to her. I had scouted places in the Woodlands. They have very nice rivers and waterfall type stuff over there, but it's very public. Chica's very private. She doesn't like all eyes on her. Yeah. So I looked at some places at Lake Conroe because when we first started dating, we'd go to Lake Conroe all the time. And even to this day, we go to Lake Conroe for dinner periodically, just to kind of, enjoy the day and all that stuff. Well, long story short, I had narrowed it down to a few places, and I saw these two places, and I thought, no, this is not right. It's not
Yeah.
right. So I found this one restaurant that she and I had gone to one time before. She had been to many times. At that restaurant, if you want to show photos of this, Joe, it's on my Twitter account.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to, invade her privacy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show the photo of you kneeling. Is that
Oh,
okay?
you can show them all. That's fine. You can show them
Okay,
all.
I didn't know.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So basically, what we did was,
we have video of you as well.
yeah, you can show it if you want.
Yes, sir.
There's a pier behind this restaurant, and it goes out into the water, like 50 yards into the water. And when I went to that restaurant to go scout it, to go look for it, I saw that pier, and it was behind a music stage. And I walked back there and I said, you know what, this would be perfect because it's secluded. She does not want a public thing. She doesn't want it to be at a restaurant or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, well, let's get 10 dozen roses and line it up. So there's 10 dozen roses that led up to it, and there's a heart over there at the end inside the gazebo, right?
Yeah.
When I told the restaurant what I wanted done, they were shocked. They were like, "Oh my God, people don't do that over here. We haven't had a proposal here in years, and you want to do it at the gazebo? That would be a beautiful spot." And I said, "Well, here's the thing: there's bird poop everywhere." So over a 3 or 4 hour period, we game planned how this was going to go. The table had a champagne bottle there, a bouquet of flowers. We had chocolate covered strawberries. We had all different types of dips over there for strawberries. And I told Chica, I said, look, I told the people there, I said, I want to get this done, but you guys got to clean it up. They literally scrubbed it. They scrubbed it. They scrubbed the deck. They power washed it, took out all the cobwebs. Yep. It was beautiful. And they looked at it and they said, man, we cannot believe this. They asked us afterwards if we could, if we could lend them the photos for advertising and marketing. We said, okay.
Yeah.
But I got on my knee. I told the lady that I did not want her recording what I was saying.
Yeah.
Because that was just for us two.
Private. Yeah.
And when she hugged me and said yes, everybody in the restaurant started cheering because they had an outdoor patio area where they were going to watch a concert later on in the day. Everyone started cheering. So she started laughing because they're 50 yards away. If you want to show another photo, there's I think there's the distance between them all. Well, that's us too. The lady that took the photos was there.
There you go.
There you go. So people along the water side, 50 yards away, were all lined up watching the proposal. They all started cheering and chanting.
Yeah, you could see that.
Great.
That's like an open area that they have over here on this side.
Yeah.
Too,
So they did a fantastic job. Look how clean that pier is. How clean the gazebo is. It was amazing.
No poop anywhere.
Exactly.
Hey,
Midtown, Texas says, nice place. Clean up the bird crap. But apparently we have a super chat coming on in, Joe.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to tell you.
Here comes the money.
And there he goes.
Super chat from Mario Cavazos. Before the podcast begin, un grito for Mike and Chica. Congratulations. And as Pat Benatar once sang, love is a battlefield. Let's give the old school grito because she likes it.
The old man. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Presumir a mis amigos les conté que en el amor.
Oh, we love it, baby. Love it. Love is in the air, most definitely. They added dozens of candles out there. They brought out. We actually ate out there. We had. I had a steak. She had shrimp and crab. We had several drinks, by the way. We had the bottle of champagne.
Yeah.
A couple of old fashions. She had a couple of martinis. It was a great night, man. And as we were walking on by, they were congratulating us on the day. I like that photo right there. I like that photo right there.
I was gonna say, very nice, Mike. You know what they were saying? You should have played all for one.
Oh, brutal! I swear.
I swear. They said to Mike, you should have as you got on your knee there, they should have cued in the Area 210 theme music. Are you gonna walk down the aisle to the Area 210 theme music?
No, but being married is the life that we chose. Is all I can
Yeah,
say.
there you go.
No, but it was fun, and people are asking, so after the proposal, it was at sunset, by the way. So okay, so here's the thing: it's 6:30 is when I wanted to do this because that's when sunset is on Lake Conroe. It's like 6:50, right? But I didn't want it to be too dark, but I didn't want it to be like super bright because there's a certain time of the day that's good for pictures: sunrise, sunset,
Yeah.
and Chica is I'm trying to. I told her that it was date night, and she usually gets off work at 4. But she calls me and says, "Hey, I'm getting a manicure and pedicure," and she's taking her time getting home. And I'm like, "Oh my god," because I know, women take a little bit longer to get dressed.
Yep.
And I told her, I said, "Baby, it's date night. It's 6:30 that we have to go. We have dinner reservations at 6:30." And she goes, "Oh, I didn't realize we had dinner reservations." So she gets dressed real fast. She puts on this one outfit, which looks really cute. But I'm
Yeah.
thinking about it. I'm like, there's gonna be photos of this. Maybe she wants to be dressed up a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
And she had a sundress. It was really nice, but it would have been fine. But she goes, "Do I want me to wear something nicer?" And I said, "Yeah, that'd be nice." And then I changed because I was actually going to wear this polo, and I was like, "You know what? We're going to go on the water. I'm going to wear that beach type of vibe."
Yeah.
And we go to the restaurant, and she looks and she goes, "We've been here before. They don't do reservations here." And I said, "Babe, they're actually having bingo tonight," which they were. And so they're going to have bingo. They're going to have a performer tonight. I wanted to have an outdoor table. So I did get a reservation. And she goes, "It's sticky outside. Let's go ahead and stay inside." And I'm like, "No, you're ruining this, right?" And meantime, I'm trying to hide the box that's carrying the ring. And I'm positioning it because I'm wearing these khakis that don't have very big pockets. So it's bulging. It's throbbing out of my pocket, right? And I'm making my way I'm keeping her on my right side because if she's to my left, she's going to see the box, right?
Yeah.
So there I am holding my phone downward to cover my pocket and my wallet, my keys. I'm holding it all downward and I'm making sure that she's on my right. As I walk in, I'm texting the people there. "We are here. We're 10 minutes out. We're 20 minutes out." She's like, "Who are you texting?" I'm like, "Oh, it's a client, you know?"
Yeah.
And I even went to the car. They even texted me back. "We're not going to be ready till 6:30. We were ETA 619." And I'm like, "We got to pull over and get a car wash real fast because my car's dirty. I'm driving to San Antonio. Let me get a car wash." So I pulled in, got a car wash, burned 10 minutes, got
Yeah.
there right on time. And it's funny, we walk in the door, and they say, "Oh, we have your table ready." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." And at this point, she's just looking at me kind of puzzled. And I said, "Oh, well, I had called earlier in the day." And they walked us to the back. And then all of a sudden, they opened this gate to take us to the pier. And she looks at me, she goes, "Where are we going?" And then we walk all the way along the pier, 50 yards all the way down. And it was fun, dude. It was fun. And then she saw
Okay.
the roses lining up.
Yeah.
Now, as far as a wedding is concerned, there's not going to be a wedding. We're going to do this private ceremony. I've had a wedding before. She's had a wedding before. We're not going to spend the money for that. We would rather spend the money on vacation. So what we're doing is we're taking our adult kids to Cancun.
Oh, there you
So
go.
so we're going to take Kayla, Julian, and Gabby to an adults resort, and then we'll do something different with Ava, so we can spend time with them. And the other thing also is that her son's getting married, so we don't want to like take away from the fact that we're planning
Yeah.
their wedding.
Take their thunder away.
Yeah, and people ask, "What about bachelor party?" Dude, I'm past 35 years old, dude. If you're getting a bachelor party older than 35, you're just weird.
Well, you can have a night of debauchery with your
Uh,
just close friends. Just have some drinks. You know what I mean?
I mean, having a couple of drinks not that bad of a
Yeah.
deal, but the
It's not
idea
like
of
you're going to be going to a strip club and all that kind of stuff anymore. It's like you can just hang out with your friends, and have some drinks, and we could just celebrate you and Chica.
mhm.
We got an incoming super chat here.
Here comes the money.
Black Bucket.
Fine.
Mike is a romantic, he says. "Who knew? Congratulations to you and your beautiful fiance, brother." Very nice. Black Bucket, very nice man. He actually met Chica a while back.
Oh,
Chi-
man.
Chica is a pretty amazing person. She's not like anybody I've ever met before, man. I've dated and been married and all that stuff,
Yeah.
and she's a throwback, man. Baby, let me take care of you. She talks about how she carries a diaper bag for me because her purse is really big. She has my snacks. She has my gum. She holds my wallet, and she
Yeah.
holds my sunglasses. And she goes, and she goes, and your chapstick and whatever. I have a diaper bag for you. But I've gotten healthier because I used to go out and eat a lot of fast food. Chica makes lunch and dinner 5 times a week, man. Five
Yep.
times a week, no doubt. And she works a full-time job. And she goes, Michael, you make the money. Go make what do you say, Joe?
Make more
Go
money.
make more money. Go make more money. I'll take care of the rest and help me clean the house, and we'll be fine. So we
Yeah.
have like a pretty good defined relationship when it comes to it all. She's really nice
Yeah.
and
We also got
way
another
more
super
attractive than
chat.
me.
Here comes the money.
And this one's from Tex-Mex Frank. Mike, this one's for you.
Play the Sitco man, Tex-Mex Frank says. Mike showing everyone that Chica is spoken for. That this would be me at Oyster Bake.
Or you
If
at that
if
with
I
that
took her to
one
Oyster
brother
Bake.
with the one brother trying to go ahead and holler at Chica, and you're like, "Get your hands off of her! What are you doing?"
Which by the way, I'm glad that you backed me up on that. And she goes, "Oh my God, these guys from San Antonio." She's like,
Bro.
it's and then they're like that guy that tried to dance with her in the Caribbean. He tried to
Yeah.
cha-cha in, and I went,
No.
and he
No,
cha-cha'd
my
back.
brother. You got to get your own. Don't touch the merchandise.
Very nice.
¿Dónde pegan todas las puras vergas? ¡Me tapan a la verga! Mira.
That was you at Oyster Bake, Mike?
That was me at Oyster Baking many, many years ago, but that would be me protecting Chica now. That'd be amazing.
That is funny, dude. It's like I like how protective you get of Chica. Like, don't you touch her. Get your hands off her.
Get your hands off of her. Get your hands off of her. You're not dancing with her. And she's like, what? In East Texas, South Texas, East Texas, we all like to dance. I'm like, they're not dancing with you. They're not dancing with you.
Somebody else.
Like, I'm from San Antonio, baby. This is how we roll. What's it called?
Man.
Alex Durega reaches out to us and says, bachelor party at PF Chang's with Sean Quintero.
Hey, why not, Mike? We can have a happy hour there with Sean.
There you go. I mean, I'm not against it. Not at all, man.
Yeah. Like, I got you for the first. I got you for the first 100. Whatever you want.
So the first date that I had with Chica, the first like real date that we had, we went to this really nice bar. What do they call it? A mixology place, right? It was really fancy, and it was a whiskey driven place called Permission, I think is what it's called. And I'm there with Chica. Chica's looking good. I'm looking all right. And after a few drinks, I have to go to the restroom, right? I go to the restroom to take a number one, man. That's just a 5 minutes, right? Just to the restroom,
Men's room.
do my business, pee, wash my hands, come back 5 minutes tops. I come back, she has 5 cocktails in front of her that Gaius had sent her while I was in the restroom.
Shooters got to shoot, Mike.
She gave me 3 of them or 2 or 3 of them.
God.
And she goes, I didn't do this. I didn't ask him for a drink. And it just happened that way, man.
Oh man. You know what I was gonna show you all? This is kind of a throwback to show you the I guess the progression of what we enjoy now, right? Where I'm here and I have this lovely studio that you come in here and you do the show with me from time to time. We have Fernandez and other various guests coming in the studio. But at one time, it was not the way it looks now. And I just saw this from like 11 years ago. This is what it used to look like, Mike.
Oh, wow.
That's what it used to look like. This is from back in the day, man. And this is, look, it was just a garage.
Yeah.
Just a plain old garage. That's what it used to look like. I had a pool table in here and everything, This was years ago, though, man. Like, wow. Like this is what it used to be. And look at the way it is now. I like it the way it is now. It's nice and clean. The walls are finished,
It's
air conditioned.
That's what I was going to say. It is the coolest, like as in temperature wise, garage I've ever been to in my entire life. I mean, it's a great setup that you have over there. The lighting's amazing. I can see from behind you. You have that ring hovering above you. It's like a halo right
the
behind you.
halos. Yeah.
It's very, very nice, man. But it's good times, man. Good times. I'm looking forward to being there. Hopefully on Friday. If not, it's gonna be Fernandez. But we'll have a show tomorrow, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do on
Oh, look
Monday.
at Hanover Fist is saying, was that a sandwich? Yes. Yeah, it was a breakfast sandwich I had made in the morning, because this was during like when they had the Cowboys were playing, and I
Yeah.
was getting up early to start tailgating and start barbecuing and all that and getting ready for the game and whatnot. So I was making breakfast. Go back to the sandwich.
Well, Joe, we
Yeah.
have a lot of sports to get into. The Spurs got a victory yesterday in Miami, preseason victory. Spurs were down with a few minutes to go, came back to win that game, had a big run to end the game. Some good spots, some difficult spots. I mean, there was a turnover after turnover after turnover. It was 21 yesterday, but there were some positive things. Luke Cornett, Wemby, I don't know if you saw, Wemby got called for an offensive foul early in the first quarter. Did you see what he did with Bam Adebayo? He tried to body him up. He tried to body Bam up, Joe. I know he got called for the offensive foul, Joe, but I was looking at that play and I thought to myself, Mira Wemby.
Mira Wemby.
Getting down low. We're going to make our predictions for week 5 of the NFL. Actually, it's week 6 of the NFL season, isn't it?
Yeah. You know what we got to show too when we talk about Mira Wemby? I've been harping on him because I'm like, bro, ESPN has to write like a whole big old article about you, right? Several pages long, because no videos existed of Wemby, right?
Right.
No videos existed of him working out with Hakeem or, Kevin Garnett or anything. And finally, somebody released a video of Wemby.
Oh, let's
and I'm
see
like,
this.
I said, Mira Wemby, look at Wemby.
Now, one thing that I will say about yesterday's game that we saw against the Heat. What is the one thing that I get upset about? There's that's Hakeem right there, right, with him?
Yeah.
Now, what was Hakeem Olajuwon known for beyond the dream shake and the fadeaway? It was his ability to have excellent footwork. No one had footwork from inside 10 feet, 10, 15 feet than Hakeem Olajuwon.
He would just back you down in the paint, man, and
there's that fadeaway right there.
Yeah. You see, that's what I was saying. If Wemby developed a fadeaway jump shot, who's going to stop him?
Yeah, he had his first bucket of the game yesterday that he made was running towards the lane, and it was a 12-foot fadeaway. I guess you could say he ran going towards his left, so it's opposite the power side of his body. He went towards his left and drifted and knocked it down. It was a good-looking shot, and I was like, oh. And then you see him try to get down inside. Maybe Wemby is growing a pair. Maybe Wemby is a little bit stronger maybe he feels better because he's stronger. Look at this, Joe. Wemby was 4 of 9 shooting yesterday, right? How many three-point attempts did he have?
How many? None.
One. He had 1 3-point attempt. So 8 of the 9 shots he took, Joe, were from inside. So, I mean, it's something to be excited about. It's something to look at and think to yourself, okay, is this something that we can rely on? Remember, Lindy Waters was 3 of 4 shooting from 3 the other day. He was 3 of 4 again yesterday. He's knocked down 75% of his 3-point shots in preseason.
He could do that every game, Mike. I think it would be all right. Give us a little.
It's one of those under the radar signings. It was kind of like we talk about Moneyball, right? Moneyball is all about getting better based on statistics, being better on paper, being better according to the algorithms, right?
Yeah.
Luke Cornett and Lindy Waters are 2 of those types of players who they just make you a better team, not because they're superstars, it's because they fill in gaps that are missing. Lindy Waters can knock down threes, he's not afraid to shoot, and he is historically a good 3-point shooter. I mean, he's not going to light up for 42, 43% for the year, but he'll knock it down for 37, 38, which is good enough. And then Cornett out there, man, that guy looking smooth, baby. He's just looking like a duck in water out there. Luke Cornett, 16 minutes played.
Sorry, man. I'm trying to see if I could show some highlights, man.
Yeah, courtesy of CW and also FanDuel yesterday, CW 35. But a 16 and 11 performance. 16 minutes, he had 11 rebounds. 9 points, 11 rebounds for Luke Cornett. He was 4 of 6 shooting. 11 rebounds in 16 minutes, Joe. Not bad. Keldon Johnson started the game along with Harrison Barnes, Wemby, Devin Vassell, Julian Champagny. So we had the regulars, the old school guys out there starting the game yesterday. Carter Bryant shot 2 for 5 yesterday. Played a lot of minutes in the fourth quarter. JHNSB reaches out to us on our chat. Power of PF Chens Locatera says, go over Devin Vassell's stat line. Well, he was 5 of 12. Missed all 4 3-point attempts. He had 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. The only bad part of this game, Joe, yesterday was the fact that the Spurs committed way too many turnovers. 21 turnovers in the game. And I know that a lot of the minutes played were by guys who are going to be playing either in the G League or on two-way contracts or not even with the team at all. But you can see some fluidity in a lot of players. Lindy Waters looks comfortable out there in silver and black. You're looking at players like Carter Bryant looking a little bit more comfortable. We do have a super chat about Carter Bryant from Sam Salinas. Money talks, baby.
Yeah, let's go ahead and show that.
Money talks. Here comes the money.
Saying Carter Bryant, yes, better than Sohan. Bad shot, but court smart. Good ball distribution without being flashy or stupid. Follows the ball very well. I think the term that we use is basketball IQ, and he's got it.
Yeah.
He has a high basketball IQ. It's almost like Sohan. I'm not saying that Sohan has a bad basketball IQ. It's just that it appears as though early in his career, Carter Bryant has a higher basketball IQ and has the ability to follow the game better and know where to fit in. Like, do I need a rebound? Do I need to be the facilitator? Do I need to try to attempt this 3-point shot? He has really good presence when it comes to that. He's not taking bad shot attempts. He's not forcing the issue. He seems to be very well attuned with his skill set and what is being asked of him. It is nice. It is nice. Mario Cavazza saying, hey, man, he made 2 shots from mid-range last night. Carter Bryant knocking down a couple of shots. Again, he is not a bad player, and I would like to be proven wrong when it comes to it. That's why I said that I was going to reserve judgment on him. But Carter Bryant, 2 of 5 shooting. We had a Jones Garcia sighting yesterday, 12 minutes played, a lot in the fourth quarter, 3 of 9 shooting. Harrison Ingram made his only bucket. Bismack Biyombo played 11 minutes. Flagler is getting a lot of run. And our good friend Sean Quintero saying, hey, this Adam Flagler from Baylor, 6'3" guard. Who the hell is he and why is he playing so many minutes? A second game where he's balled out 11 points on 4 of 9 shooting, knocked down 2 3-pointers. Maybe this is a G League guy. Maybe it's somebody that latches onto the team somehow, some way. Because we don't know if it's Jones Garcia, if there's an injury, or if it's Riley Minix that's going to come up to the varsity squad. But Flagler's getting a lot of run right now.
You know what? This play actually gives me some hope that Wemby's going to actually grow a pair and be able to play a little bit inside the paint.
Champagny,
You
Down
see?
low.
Down low inside the paint. If you get somebody that's smaller than you, punish them, man.
Back him in. No one's going to block that shot.
No. Get off me, Flea. Dunk that damn ball. Don't be passive.
Do a drop step. Do a drop step or do a dream shake. Do a sky hook. No one's going to be able to block any of that.
No, man.
Akeem Olajuwon is the perfect person to learn this from, because Akeem Olajuwon is not only the truth, a 2-time champion with the Houston Rockets, former MVP, but he's also somebody that was a defensive wizard who can teach Wemby how to do certain things with his footwork, how to handle things defensively. But we saw Wemby try to body up Bam Adebayo. Got called for an offensive foul early in the game, but what was Wemby trying to do? He was trying to establish position down low. And it's like, we don't normally see that. We don't even normally see him trying to find his spot. Because Bam was in the spot that Wemby wanted to be. Wemby was trying to push him out of the way. Like, that's my spot. That's where I'm starting to play. And because Wemby is so top heavy and so he's so tall, he leaned over Bam and got called for the offensive foul. But soon enough, we'll see the beginnings of Dylan Harper. We'll see what Steph Castle will do. Castle didn't play this particular game. Greg Castanella likes what you said about get off me, Flea.
Get off me, Flea. Damn right. That's what we used to do too when we played baseball. We played football, man. You just mow somebody down, dude. It doesn't matter if they're bigger than you. You have a lower center of gravity. You just use those legs, keep pushing, and just knock the shit out of them, dude. Get off me, flea.
Now we have Jesse A saying Hakeem low key trying to recruit Wemby to Houston. Well, if that's going to happen, that's going to happen. In what year would that be, Joe? 2031?
Yeah.
The Spurs have Wemby for another 6 years.
I like this play by Champagne, man. These little plays like this are going to be the bread and butter to the San Antonio Spurs offense.
Well, he looked
Finding the
very
open
comfortable.
man, sharing the ball.
He looked very comfortable out there. He was actually
Yeah.
playing better defense than I normally see him play. And when I say that the Spurs have Wemby for 6 more years, it's because they have 2 more years on this particular contract. His contract year is next year. They will sign
Yeah.
him to an extension because he's a restricted free agent after 2 more years, which means that all the Spurs have to do is just match whatever he gets offered out there, which is going to be the max. So because of that, the Spurs have the rights to keep him for 4 years after the first 4-year contract. So the Spurs will have him a total of 8 years minimum before he has the right to mosey on elsewhere. But, the Spurs go off and win this game, Joe. And again, the best part of it all, no one got hurt.
Yeah.
No one got hurt. That's the best part of it all. But Joe, are you a little bit more optimistic about things, seeing that Wemby is now being a little bit more assertive down low, showing his desire to do more down in the paint, do more about the mid-range jumper, Joe? Are you a little bit more positive minded about Wemby than before?
He has to go and show me something first. I mean, yeah, he's looking good in preseason and whatnot, but I want to see him do this in the context of a regular NBA season. Get off to a hot start since game one. Show that you're going to assert yourself inside the paint. Be consistent in doing that. Don't just do this sometimes, and then most of the time you're going to revert to just being pedestrian Wemby. Like, use your full gamut of offensive weapons to help the team win. You can't be passive and you can't hold back anymore. Just let him loose. Go out there and just ball out every single game. Even if he doesn't put up double-digit points, but he goes out there and he asserts himself and shows, I'm here. This is what I can do. And he garners the attention of that opposing team's defense. And then you have Cornette out there as a rim protector, being able to crash the boards and, like I said, get those rebounds, get those offensive rebounds, maybe get tip-ins. We saw that happen in this last game, last night against the Heat. That helps because what happens when you have 2 7-footers underneath that rim? Somebody's open. Find the open man. And you can have little plays like we saw with Champagne where somebody's open beyond the arc, whether it be Champagne or Waters, knocking down threes. And then what does that do for the team? It helps the floor spacing out there, and it helps the offense flow better. It makes things a little bit easier. You have something to work with where everybody's not just crowded inside the paint, playing zone, telling you, show me. Go ahead and make a shot. You're not going to make it anyway. They're going to dare you. This makes things a lot more easier for the Spurs. And if they can go ahead and do that, Wemby can assert himself early. What does that do, Mike? Maybe the playoff drought ends, right?
Maybe it does. Well, I mean, there's a lot to like about what happened yesterday. The Spurs had an effective field goal shooting yesterday of over 61%. You're going to win a lot of games when you're doing that. And the only way that you get to 61% is if you're knocking down threes. Spurs knocked down 13 of them, 5 of them from Julian Champagne. Champagne looked very comfortable. We make fun of him because there's some games out there, Joe, where he's like what he was yesterday, knocking down threes, playing some good defense. Doing a lot of help side defense, facilitating the ball. He looks really comfortable sometimes. And then other games, Joe, he's out there going 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists. And it's like, well, where is he on the court? Yeah. Yesterday was one of those games where it was better. You can tell how comfortable he was. And he's fighting for minutes himself. He's fighting for minutes because the front court is getting loaded. He has to deal with the fact that Cornette came onto the scene. Cornette with 9 points, 11 rebounds in 16 minutes. The big elote, as Greg Castanuela reminds us as his nickname. the Spurs have a lot more depth than before, and if they're not feeling it, they can turn to the other. The most exciting thing that we've seen, Joe, lots of things so far we've seen in 2 preseason games. Wemby's ability to be a little bit more comfortable down low. Lindy Waters knocking down threes. And then you have Luke Cornett showing that he's going to be a positive addition to this team. And that he's either going to crash the boards or he's either going to crash the boards or he's going to knock down some layups.
Look at this play by Wemby. He fakes the three, dribbles inside the paint, and kind of pushes off Bam, showing his strength and showing that now he's able to go ahead and follow through and knock down the shot.
Yeah, that was the play that I was talking about earlier. I'm glad that you found it. It was his first bucket that he made. It was a rolling to the left, and no one was going to block that. He's 7'4". Some people say as high as 7'7". He drives in, body contact, absorbs the contact, fades away. No one's going to block him from behind or from the side. And it's just, can he just make it from 13 feet? It's a great play.
It is.
We didn't see a lot of that in the last few years because the last few years you've seen him do what? Pull up for three, shoot more 3-point attempts than 2-point attempts. We're seeing an evolution, Joe. He's 21 years old. We're seeing an evolution. This was the age that Tim Duncan was when Tim Duncan got into the league. We're finally seeing Wemby round out his game a little bit. And now the question becomes, because we now know he's going to be a top 10 player in the NBA this year. He will. It's just, can he become a top 5 player this early? Or is that going to be something that's 2 or 3 years down the road? And I think that when you look at generational talents, did LeBron James make the playoffs his first year? No. LeBron James struggled his first couple of years. He put up stats, but the team struggled. So you look at Wemby right now. Wemby is on path. He's on path. He didn't join a team like Duncan. When Duncan joined a team that had David Robinson and Sean Elliott, 2 All-Stars, had a veteran point guard and Avery Johnson. He didn't join that team. He joined a team with Vassell and Keldon and Sohan. He didn't have a good team.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to compare the two.
We also got an incoming super chat here from Mario Cavazos. Thank you, Mario.
Money talk.
Here comes the money.
$1.99 coming in here for you, Mike.
Yes, it's noticed Wemby is not shooting many threes. Wondering, again, 8 of the 9 shots yesterday. Thank you for the super chat, Mario. 8 of the 9 shots yesterday were from inside the arc.
Yeah.
He wasn't even looking for it, Joe. And maybe this is just a practice, a scrimmage for him. Maybe he's making it a concerted effort to say this might not be what he does in the regular season necessarily, but he's working on what he trained for this offseason with Hakeem Olajuwon, with Kevin Garnett. He's finding the right people there. And then you see him with the new coaching staff that Mitch Johnson has. And they're lending it to his skill set. Look at having Rashard Lewis out there. Rashard Lewis was a very, very good 3-point shooter. So you see Rashard Lewis out there with Wemby, showing him how to correctly shoot a 3-pointer, how to where to release it, rotation, all of that stuff. We don't have Chip England anymore, right? He's been gone for years. Rashard Lewis knew how to play ball. You have Williamson going out there as assistant head coach who banged bodies and was a 6th man of the year. And knows how to play down low, and then you get the coaching from Hakeem Olajuwon and Kevin Garnett. I mean, he's getting the attention. He talks to Robinson. He talks to Duncan. If you look at the array of talent and the minds that are around Wemby, he's surrounding himself with the right people, and I'm optimistic about this upcoming year for him.
Yeah, I was going to tell everybody, if you all like what you're seeing, we got 30-something people in this chat right now. Go ahead and hit the like button, man. It helps us grow, and it helps the algorithm, put us in front of more eyes. So we appreciate if you hit that like button. Thank you all so much. But you know what? You were talking about Chip England, and the Spurs lost him. Maybe they just couldn't afford to pay him more money. But if you want to make more money, you got to call Mike.
That's right. 210-508-0369. 210-508-0369. I handle retirement accounts. Just yesterday, I helped a new client move over $53,000 from a 401k, moved it on over to an account through me. Today, I'm working with somebody else's retirement assets as well. I do life insurance, long-term care. Yesterday, I did a couple of life insurance policies for a couple of people that are business owners. Disability insurance, long-term care, college savings accounts, all that. I handle it. Give me a call, 210-508-0369. And as Sam said, that was a super segue. But Joe, did you know that there are going to be some more drink specials at PF Chang's La Cantera? Again, they have happy hour every day from 3 to 6. We are promoted by the ones at the La Cantera location, but now they have daily drink specials. We're talking about 8 to 10 cocktails, Joe, that are under $10, like in the $8 range, from open to close. Doesn't matter if you're eating in the restaurant or at the bar. Let's show some love to PF Chang's La Cantera.
Yeah. PF Chang's La Cantera, San Antonio's premier destination for dinner, date night, or happy hour. Enjoy one of their signature dishes, such as the Singapore street noodles, sesame chicken, or Chang's spicy chicken, or their infamous Chang's chicken lettuce wraps, which are delicious, by the way. You can enjoy all this while you're dining in an Asian-inspired atmosphere. And make sure to enjoy the new outdoor patio and try some of PF Chang's signature cocktails and drinks during happy hour, Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. PF Chang's La Cantera is a proud sponsor of the Area 210 podcast.
Yes, I think we will have the bachelor party at PF Chang's La Cantera. Let's make that happen, Joe. I'm getting message after message after message right now from people congratulating me. Darky Aeons just right now on our chat powered by PF Chang's La Cantera saying congratulations, Mike. I'm super excited about it, man. I'm super excited because, you know, it's you don't know where you're going to be in life. You know, sometimes you get knocked down in life, and it's all about getting back up. And Chica helped me heal, and I helped her heal in many ways. You know, so Sean
And you know
Quintero
what else?
Yes, go ahead.
I was going to say, you know what else helped you heal? I believe this show and the people that follow us on a daily basis, they also helped you heal because it was a distraction from the mundane things that happen every day. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I was started my divorce process over 2 years ago. I lost my radio show, my dog died, and my business partner went elsewhere, all in the same like 6 to 8 week period, right? And it was just a brutal time, you know. And you kind of hit rock bottom, and you have to hit reset. It's very important to have friends and family at your side when things are down, right? And I had my rock bottom a couple of years ago, and the fog begins to clear after a while. And but just because the fog cleared doesn't mean that you're healed. And I was telling Chica yesterday when we met, I wasn't fully healed and she wasn't fully healed. But it's one of those things where it was the right person. We became best friends. And she thought, you know, she told me this yesterday. She thought that we were going to be just like really good best friends because of the distance between us, right? 200 miles. But now we're looking for a place of our own. We're in the process of selling our old homes, and we're going to have a down payment for something new or something somewhere, and we don't know where it's going to be. Could be Helotes, could be Leon Springs, it could be Conroe, it could be somewhere in the middle, and it's just going to be whatever's right, whatever's right. But I like the fact that my kids yesterday, when I called them, were excited about it, you know, because they love her, and that's cool.
Yeah, that is very cool, man.
But Sean Quintero is saying that it's going to be 8 specialty drinks that are on sale over there. So Sean, if you could tell us, like how much are they? How much 8 specialty cocktails? I think he said $8. I think he said that to me over the phone.
Yeah, we need the details, Sean. Give us the details.
Yeah, give us the deets. Like, what kind of drinks are we talking about here? Are they whiskey based? Are they wine based? Are they vodka based? A little bit of everything. Sam says Mike just came full circle on the greatest country song. Sounds like a country song ever.
Yeah. We should tell Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll sing it for you, Mike.
Sean is letting us know that $8.99 is the cost for the cocktails. So that's not bad. Not bad. We live in a world of $15 cocktails. $8.99 at a nice restaurant ain't that bad, man. Ain't that bad at all. But yeah, we got to have our the bachelor party over at PF Chang's, La Cantera.
You know what we gotta do?
Can't get in too much trouble at PF Chang's, man.
No, but before that, I mean, we need to go ahead. If you're going to be in town, hopefully, I don't know how long you're going to stay here. Maybe we could go ahead and get you that cigar, Mike. I've been wanting to get you that cigar to celebrate.
Oh, dude, I love a cigar, man.
Yeah,
When was the
that
last
place
time
over here by off of I-10 by the Rim and all that. That cigar place that they have right by the Rock and Brews, right across the parking lot. That place has a little bar, and they have the place where you can go ahead and smoke your cigars and stuff and sit down, like a nice little bar area lounge.
Yeah.
It's a nice place, Mike. We should go there.
Why is Rock and Brews on I-10 so nice compared to the Rock and Brews at the Frostbank Center?
Oh, I don't
Frostbank
know,
Center
man.
is just, I mean, it's all right. I mean, it's something to
Trash,
do.
bro.
It's something
Trash.
to do. But the one on I-10 is very, very nice. Has a nice little
Yeah.
country vibe to it. Outdoor seating.
Yeah.
Pretty good stuff. Jaden SB says, Mike leaving the SA behind Saturday. Didn't say that. I'm just saying I don't know where I'm going to be. I don't know where I'm going to be. But we'll do this
Free for
podcast
viewing group.
regardless. It's funny. After I proposed, Chica wanted something from the kitchen, from from the bar. But you know, you're not going to have a waitress come by and check up on you 50 yards away. You know, walking through a pier to go get you, right? So I went inside to go get her a drink, and these guys are all wishing me congratulations, and they're like, "Free round for everybody." I'm like, "No, you give us the round. Why am I buying a round for everybody?"
Hey, you know what is I was thinking about here, Mike. It's kind of, great the way that you've come like full circle now.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, the story, Mike's story from where you were at when we first started the show, like again, coming full circle now. And it's been 2 years now. And look at how far everything has progressed, not only in your personal life and, what you're doing as far as career wise, but also what we've done here with the show as well, and the progression of it and how it's grown. And we have that, community now with people that join us on a daily. Life is good, Mike. Life is good.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Could the podcast have 5,000 subscribers? Maybe we will one day. But the subscribers that we have right now are very, very cool people, man. I've got to meet so many people on the chat, over the years. And I got a phone call this morning from Spernandez. It's 7 a.m. over there. Over here, it's 5 a.m. over there. He's making his way to San Antonio. Wishing me congratulations and things like that. And, I've got to know like Elias, and I got to know Jason Garcia and Black Bucket and all these guys on here. Mario Cavasso, Sam Salinas, I know very well. There's so many different people that are on this list here that I've gotten to know very well over time. And I've toned it down a bit, Joe. You'll notice that Chica makes me a little bit more toned down. It's not that she tells me to tone it down. Yeah. It's just I don't want to disappoint, So I've kind of toned down a little bit of who I am.
What did she tell you, Michael?
Respect.
Michael, don't say that. I like it how she says that.
She likes some of it because whenever she hears me say things like make more money, she thinks that's funny. Yeah. The whole thing about San Antonio and the tortas and things like that. I sent you guys that TikTok that I thought was funny.
Yeah.
The girl saying, I'm just a torta eating a torta, hanging out with another torta. And they all started laughing. Who came up with that, Joe? Torta as a description.
Bro, I don't even know, man. It must have been like a San Antonio thing, that just made up here in the city, dude. Because, I mean, they've been saying that for a while already now. When you go to like Oyster Bake and Fiesta, like, here comes the tortas or the sucias, wearing the sandals with the black feet and whatnot, So they've been going around for a while.
Jesse A says, RIP Batty Bracket. John C saying, been around since halftime on Sports Star. Yeah. I remember I used to start halftime by saying, yes, sir. I used to scream, yes, sir. I don't know where that came from. I don't know where that came from. Because I remember them looking at me going, yes, sir. And I'm like, I don't know. I just said it.
Look at that. 2 words that have been eliminated from Mike's vocabulary. Batty and Nugget. And look at this, JHNSB. It's a sad day
Sad
for the
day for
Chevy
the Chevy
girls.
girls. Camino Real.
Pour some out. Jeez, Mike. You can't say things like that no more. But you know what? At least you're not LeBron James, because he gets the Mamon of the Year award for his debacle that was the decision to. So much so that somebody's butthurt enough to go ahead and sue him. So he's being sued for $856.66 in small claims court by a Lakers fan claiming he was duped by Bron's ad. The fan brought 2 tickets to see the Lakers versus Cavs, but when the decision was revealed to be an ad, the tickets lost all their value. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be dismissed, but he's just an idiot, man. He's a villain when it comes to it all. Like I said, I don't. Maybe it's being from San Antonio. I don't know a lot of LeBron James like people. Like I go to California because I have family members over there, and they cheer for LeBron James. But LeBron James isn't like a true Laker, right? He wasn't developed by the Lakers. He was a free agent that came over. They consider Magic to be royalty over there, and Kobe,
Life. He was a lifer. Yeah.
Shaq. Even though Shaq went off to start off at Orlando, and then he went off to Cleveland and whatnot.
Yeah.
But they consider those guys who were young as being part of that like legacy there. James Worthy, Magic Johnson, Byron Scott. Hell, even Kurt Rambis gets love over there. LeBron gets respect over there, but he'll never be as loved as the other Lakers. But it's going to be funny because, Joe, will he have his jersey retired by 3 teams? You would think the Lakers, the Cavs, and the Heat will all retire his jersey, right?
I think at some point they will. But I mean, he's never going to garner the respect that, let's say, somebody who played for one team for all their career, 20-something years, and goes off to the sunset and has brought that team 1 championship, maybe 2 championships. They're going to go ahead and definitely do something for that player, much like they did with David Robinson, Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, who played with the San Antonio Spurs for almost their entire career. The only holdout you could say was Tony Parker, which he went ahead and played with the Hornets for another season. He should have just retired as Spur, but that's neither here nor there. But when you're with a team for so long, it says a lot about you as about your character and you as a person, because you decided to go ahead and choose to stay and be loyal and win a championship, even though it wasn't always easy and there's going to be a lot of bumps in the road and it's hard to get back to the NBA Finals. The loyalty pays off, because at the end of the day, even though if you're not a Hall of Famer, you can still say you're an NBA champion. Even if you were just a guy sitting on the bench, you can hang your hat on that,
Right. People are reaching out to us saying that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was not a Laker early in his career. He did play 7 seasons with the Bucks and had his jersey retired by them, but he was in his 20s still when he did play for the Lakers. So he's a lifer when it comes to it all. He played more than a decade with him as well. What one hell of a career. You mentioned Tony Parker playing that last season with Charlotte. I like to pretend that it didn't exist. Kind of like Cowboy fans don't want to see those photos of Emmitt Smith in an Arizona Cardinals jersey uniform back in the day. But there's some players who are just unable to give up the uniform, the jersey. They can't do it. That's why Emmitt played one more year. That's why Tony played one more year. That's
why CP3 is a journeyman now.
CP3 just looking for that ring, just wandering aimlessly in the dark looking for a ring. Now hanging out with the LA Clippers. I wonder what's going to happen with the Clippers. With Kawhi Leonard and well, I mean, are they going to drop the hammer on the Clippers? Because wouldn't that be so embarrassing? The NBA right now is in a damned if they do, damned if they don't type of situation. If they let it slide, then they're letting all the other teams know that, hey, you can skirt around the rules. They're letting them all know that. But if they drop the hammer, they're dropping the hammer on Steve Ballmer, who's the 6th richest man in the world, who has the ability to create a $2 billion crib for the Clippers there in LA at the Intuit. And it's just like they have a $1 billion stadium over there that just got unveiled, and it's the darling of the NBA. And then to like come down hard on that organization would be difficult. And then you have other people like Mark Cuban and whatnot who are trying to like side with Ballmer and say, "Oh, well, he didn't know, he was duped the entire time."
He did.
We all know what happened. He got caught with his hand in the cookie jar a while back. It's not the first time he's tried skirting the rules. It's not.
He got caught with his pants down in the hotel room with the Coke on the table, bro. They busted him, man. Come on, bro. I wasn't me. It's not mine. I'm holding it for a friend.
Yeah, his defense sounds like a Shaggy song. Say it wasn't you. It wasn't me.
Yeah, man. Come on, dude. You know what? I was going to show you this too, Mike, because I know how you have your disdain for Inside the NBA. It's coming back, baby. October the 22nd and the 23rd on ESPN. You're going to be able to see Shaq and Charles and the Jet, Ernie back together again.
And no one knows what's going to happen when it comes to it all, because the beauty of Inside the NBA for a lot of people was what? No commercials. They would go to commercials every once in a while, but it was like they would let them breathe for 20 minutes, let them just talk crap with each other. But it's not like that anymore, because they have to toss it to ESPN SportsCenter, because the flagship is SportsCenter.
Yeah.
So these guys might only have a few minutes to say what they have to say. It's not going to have the legs or the breathing room, more than likely, to be what it was. So why bring it back?
Ratings, man. They want to go ahead and sell those ratings, and maybe this will appease you, Mike, because now that you don't have to see them for 15 or maybe 20 something minutes, and it's a smaller sample size, maybe it'll be palatable for you.
Yeah. Charlie Hernandez coming out and saying that the Clippers are hosting the All-Star Weekend this year. Another reason why the NBA won't want to go down, come down on
the Clippers.
Ballmer.
Yeah, I want to see the NBA All-Star Weekend return to San Antonio. But that's not going to happen unless they have a nice facility here and they have that sports and entertainment district. Mm-hmm. Spurs fans, if you want to go ahead and have the NBA All-Star game return to the Alamo City, you got to go vote yes for Proposition A and B.
You have to.
You have to, man. And like I was saying too, because I was thinking about it, like I said previously too, Mike, when you think about it and you see the article that was run by the SA Current, or it was my essay, I'm sorry, it was on my essay. They were talking about the decline of the Riverwalk and how a lot of the businesses up and down the Riverwalk have never recovered from COVID. It's still not what it used to be. And they're losing money. The only way you're going to be able to pump money back into the Riverwalk is to get the crowds there now. Right. And how are you going to get them there? You got to build that sports and entertainment district, man, because people will go ahead and have things that they're going to want to do after the game.
Yeah, the Majestic and Lila Cockrell Theater are not going to send business out there.
That ain't it, dude.
By the way, I'm looking at an article from last season where they ranked all the ESPN.com ranked all NBA arenas for the year 2025. The number one arena was Sacramento, the Golden One Center. They said it was a small market elite arena. Number two, Madison Square Garden, where the Knicks play. Opened in 1968. Number three arena, the Chase Center, where Golden State now plays in San Francisco. That opened up in 2019. Number four arena, according to ESPN, TD Garden, where the Boston Celtics play. Opened for 30 years since 1995. Number five, the Raptors home. Number six, where the Pistons play. Number seven, where the Brooklyn Nets play, Barclays Center. Number eight, Fiserv Forum for the Milwaukee Bucks. Number nine, the Crypto, where the Lakers play. This was before the Intuit, by the way. Number 10, Gainbridge, where we see the Indiana Pacers play their home games. Where do you think the Spurs are out of 32 teams? Out of 30 teams, rather.
Middle of the pack?
According to ESPN.com, the Spurs Frost Bank Center ranks number 29. It says number 29, opened in 2002, best known for the Manu Ginobili bat incident, it says, and multiple championships. The Frost Bank Center has a complicated legacy. It's stationed far from downtown San Antonio, with voters ranking it last in accessibility. Food and concessions were also ranked the lowest, with fan experience. Despite being ranked 21st, should be on the rise as Spurs fans are the most loyal in the league. It's talking about Wemby making it a better place for them down the road. But it's interesting to see how just 1 year ago ESPN ranked it last, because it had the Intuit Arena as to be determined at number 30. So interesting. I never realized this. I was just looking this up right now.
But you know, Mike, because you've been to the Toyota Center, and like they were saying here, Sam Salinas says it's basura, it's booty crumbs, it's cheeks. That Toyota Center ain't it, man. You said it's like a barn.
Yeah, the Toyota Center is ranked number 22. That's where the Houston Rockets play. I actually like the Frost Bank Center more than the Toyota Center. The Toyota Center, they're very similar to each other. It's kind of like if the Frost Bank Center and the Freeman Coliseum had a baby, is what that one's like. I've been to the one in Philadelphia as well, and that one's ranked pretty high. I like where the Sixers play. It's a good arena, old arena, but it's a good arena. But Joe, let's. it's just in a bad place, dude.
Yeah,
it's just a bad place.
I have another topic of discussion for you, Mike.
Yeah, what you
This
got?
involves the NFL. Look at what it says here. Who is the best QB in the league right now? And they have Dakota Rain Prescott, Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, Matthew Stafford, Daniel Jones, and other. Insert other, Mike. Who's your top QBs in the league right now?
Josh Allen's 1, Baker Mayfield's 2. I put Daniel Jones at 3. Put Matt Stafford at 4. And I'd probably put Dak around 5 or 6 right now.
Who else is missing from this list do you think deserves to be here?
Well, it's funny because the names that are normally there are Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, but they're not there. Let me see here. Let me look at the standings real fast and get reminded by it all. I think those are the 5 names that should be up there. I mean, I think that's legit right there. Dak hasn't played anybody, Joe. I mean, I mentioned earlier this week, probably the best line I had this week was the Cowboys don't have a signature win; they have a signature tie. The worst 2 teams in the NFL are the only wins that they've got. Oh, I know what name should be up there. Jared Goff. Jared Goff should be up there. Yeah.
And there you go.
It's those 6. So if I was to rank them, I'd say Allen 1, Baker 2, Daniel Jones 3, Jared Goff 4. I'd say Dak 5 and Matthew Stafford 6. How would you rank them, Joe?
If I'm looking at it and based on performance, I'd have to go with Josh Allen. I'm going to put him as number 1. I'm going to go with Matthew Stafford. I'd put him at 2. Okay. Baker, I got to put him at 3. Daniel Jones at 4. And in the top 5, I got Dak.
Mm-hmm.
They said Daniel Jones is not playing better than Dak. But the problem is that the Colts have had a better quality of talent that they went up against.
Right. And stats aren't everything, dude. If someone threw for 280, one threw for 300, you go, well, the one who threw for 300 was better. No, not necessarily. It's when when the passes are being made, when the completions are being made, and how are they leading the team and how are they being a leader down there? There's a lot that goes on with that. And yes, you disqualified Dak for not having any quality wins because, again, they've played 3 decent teams. They lost 2 of them, and they won, and they tied one of them. Get me a win. They're gonna play Carolina this week, right? Rico Dowdle. They're playing in Carolina, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
Cowboys on grass.
Booty you know cheeks. What's about to happen. Cheeks.
We know what's going to happen, dude. We all know what's going to happen when it comes to that. It happens every single time they play on it, and I don't understand the phenomenon. They're the only team that does that, Joe.
Yeah.
They're the only team that can't play on multiple surfaces. It's weird. It's stupid.
Look at Chris Gonzalez. Somebody was even quoting this the other day. I think it was Rick. He said it because I have that saying that says, "Women lie, people lie, the numbers don't lie."
Okay, you want to have a number that doesn't lie, Chris Gonzalez? The number that doesn't lie is the Cowboys' 2 wins are against teams with a combined 1-9 record. And that one win that the Giants had was against the Saints. So, I mean, wow, exciting. Actually, they didn't beat the Saints. The Giants lost to the Saints. What am I thinking of? They just lost to the Saints is what I'm saying. The Giants just lost to the Saints. Let's go for our picks of the week, Joe.
Let's do it.
So I did calculate what we did last week, Joe. Last week, you were 7-7 against the spread. I was 8-6 against the spread. The week before that, Joe, we struggled. So we've had 2 good weeks, 2 bad weeks, and we've had 1 so-so week. We're right about a little bit north of 500 for the year. I'll calculate that, but I did calculate what we did the week before. We have that one tie, Joe. We have that one tie. I had a good week last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Well, let's go into it, Joe.
Let's get into it.
Okay, so our picks for this week, and by the way, congratulations to you for picking some upsets, Joe. You may not have had the greatest of weeks, but you did pick some upsets last week that were pretty tasty.
Some money. Yeah.
You picked the Patriots to win outright.
Yep. Money line, baby.
Mm-hmm. And you picked the Jaguars over the Chiefs. That was pretty interesting. So good on you on that. Okay, so the NFL scoreboard right now. We have a Thursday night football game, an NFC East battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Giants. The Eagles coming off their first loss of the year. They blew that game. They were up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter. They lost that game. They are on the road taking on the New York Giants. The New York Giants coming in at 1-4. This is going to be on Amazon Prime. A super low over-under, Joe.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to look at all the other over-unders. It is the second lowest over-under of the week. It is set at 40.5. Not a lot of scoring expected in this game. Eagles favored by 7.5 against the Giants. I'll take the Eagles to win, but the Giants to cover.
I'm going to go with the opposite, dude. I think in this one, I'm feeling an upset. Something tells me it's going to happen. And I'm looking towards the Giants beating the Eagles, but covering that 7.5. That's not possible. I think the Giants win by a field goal.
Wow. And I wouldn't be surprised, man, because you see what's going on with Philadelphia's offense. They apparently had a team meeting with the offense of Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown, Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley right now is on track to have fewer than 1,000 yards rushing. There's something wrong with that offense. No Jason Kelce anymore. I know it's been more than one season since he's been there, but there's something that's amiss over there offensively. They got to figure it out, and I think today they'll figure it out, but I think the Giants are going to keep up with them. But I'll take, like I said, I'll take the Eagles to win as well. You're taking the Giants to win. I'm taking the Eagles to win, but I think the Giants will make it close.
Yeah, I'll say the Giants win. I'll go ahead and say by 2.5.
Noon game, Sunday, in London. The Denver Broncos taking on the only team that has yet to win a game, the New York Jets. Broncos here by 6.5. I will take the Broncos by 30 in this game. The Jets suck so bad.
Yeah,
they suck so bad. They have no offensive play. I mean, they've got some good offensive weapons over there in Garrett Wilson and in Breece Hall. But, man, their quarterback sucks. That offensive line is trash. They can't stop anybody defensively. They made the Miami Dolphins look good the other day when I was there in Miami watching Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
The Broncos, though, God, they look good this year. They're a scary team to play. Broncos go to 4-2, and they cover the spread, 6.5 points.
Oh, man. I'd have to go with the Broncos beating the Jets by a bunch, man. I think it's going to be more than just 7.5. You know, I think they're going to be able to go ahead and at least win this one by at least 10.5 or more. Broncos are going to win this one going away. Jets are just a really bad team, dude. They stink.
Cardinals, who should be 3-2, had that running back DeMartino take the ball into the end zone, right? But he fumbled it with an inch to go. They had that interception that got fumbled back into the end zone for a touchdown for the I believe it was the Titans. God, there's a big difference between 3-2 and 2-3, man. There really is. But they're going into Indianapolis to take on a very hot Indy team. Danny Dimes, Jonathan Taylor. Good offensive lineup there for the Indianapolis Colts. Colts are by 7.5 though. I'm going to take the Colts and covering the spread. I think that the Cardinals season is going to collapse on them because of what happened last week. Their head coach fined $100,000 for punching that running back after that play. Give me the Colts.
I'll take the Colts as well. I think they're going to be able to cover the spread as well. I think this Cardinals team is fool's gold, man. They're going to go ahead and collapse on themselves.
Chargers, Dolphins. Chargers struggling the past couple of weeks, taking on the Dolphins. The head coach, Mike McDaniel's, looking like he's circling the drain right now. Like, he is just struggling. They have no Tyreek Hill. You don't know what to get out of Tua Tagovailoa from week to week to week. Give me the Chargers winning that game and covering. It's 3.5-point spread there in Miami.
Yeah,
wait. Back it up.
Okay.
Remember when they played the Giants and they struggled playing a noon game on the East Coast? They lost that game. Give me the Dolphins.
Yeah, take the
game.
Dolphins. Like they were saying in the chat right here. They were saying, that's a bold pick, Cotton, from Dodgeball.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have to go with the Chargers. Just getting the win. Money line upright against the Dolphins. 4.5. I think the Chargers are going to be able to go ahead and cover. The Dolphins, if they lose this game, dude, that coach knows he's done, man. He I bet you anything, Mike. He's already gone and cleaned out the office, man. he knows he's getting a shine box, bro.
He has boxes out already, what you're saying.
Yeah.
You have a game between the Patriots and the Saints. Patriots here by 3.5 points. Patriots coming off a very, very good victory over the Buffalo Bills on the road. The Saints coming off their first victory of the year. They beat the Giants a little while ago. They played the Bills pretty well as well. 3.5-point spread. Spencer Rattler looking a little bit more comfortable as quarterback for the team. But I think the Patriots are too good of a team. Too many offensive weapons for them. Give me the Patriots to win this game and cover the 3.5 points.
I think the Patriots are going to be able to best the Saints. I just think the Saints, they know the script, man. They know what they need to do. They're tanking, and they're tanking hard, man. Saints are going to be coming off a great victory. They're going to be on a high. I think they go ahead and beat the Saints by 3.5.
Dylan Gabriel quarterbacking for the Browns. Again, the Browns traded Joe Flacco earlier this week to the Bengals. Taking on the Steelers, divisional rivalry. Steelers fair by 6.5 points. We do know the Browns have a very good defense, but they can't do anything offensively. Give me the Steelers to run away with this game.
Yeah, I got the Steelers straight up money line beating the Browns. I think it's going to be more than 5.5. I don't think they're going to be able to cover the Browns. It's going to be more than that. I think at least by 7.5. I pick the Steelers over the Browns.
We have a noon game between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers coming off a victory against the Miami Dolphins. A name, we talked about Micah Parsons returning to Dallas, right? But now you're going to have a team in the Carolina Panthers that has Rico Dowdle as running back. We're unsure as to whether or not Chuba Hubbard will be the RB1. Yeah. But Rico Dowdle last week had 23 carries for 206 yards and a touchdown. He also had 3 receptions for 28 yards. Rico Dowdle says he's looking forward to taking on his former team. I was a big Rico Dowdle guy, Rico Dowdle supporter when he was with the Cowboys. I never thought that they gave him the opportunity that he deserved. They kept on going to Pollard back in the day. The spread on this game is 3.5 points. Dallas favored. I'm going to take the Panthers winning this game because it's on grass, and the Panthers are the home team.
I would normally go ahead and say, you know what, I agree with you on that one, Mike, but I'm not. This time I'm going with the Puro Pinche Cowboys straight up money line, beating the Carolina Panthers. I think it's going to be more than 3. I go ahead and pick the Cowboys, but at least a touchdown over the Carolina Panthers.
We all
Dakota
know.
Rain Prescott going to be looking like an MVP candidate, man.
Yeah, not played on grass. He doesn't.
No, bro.
Seahawks, Jaguars, battle of a 3-2 team against the Jaguars 4-1. The Jags coming off of a dramatic victory over Kansas City in Monday Night Football. Seattle's an enigma. They look really good some weeks. They look really bad other weeks. Seattle favored in this game, however, even though they're on the road. Give me Jacksonville. I'm starting to believe in that offensive team, dude. With Hunter, with the running game, I just think that Jacksonville's
You
turning
believe in
the
the
corner.
QB?
They're turning the corner. They're turning the corner. I don't know if I 100% believe in that because he did have that delay of game penalty with under a minute to go in the game. He's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So he's not 100% all there, but I think he's good enough to win this game. Again, the Seattle Seahawks, they're either on point or in shambles. Speaking of in shambles, by the way, interesting tweet from Spernandez on Twitter say they took my Suavecito and moisturizer at LAX security. Crying emojis. My hair and skincare routine are in shambles.
Oh, okay. I see what happened, bro. He's probably trying to put it on his carry-on. They don't
Yeah.
let you take any of that on the carry-on. You got to check it in, dude.
Yeah.
Pour some out for him, bro. You
So,
know, him, he probably got pissed. He's like, just whatever, man. You know, like, let me through the gate.
So Jaguars are the underdogs at home. Seattle favored by 1.5 on the road against Jacksonville. Who you got? I got the Jaguars.
I got Jaguars straight up. I think they're just going to be the better team. You know, being able to cover the 1.5, that seems a little low to me. I'd like to see them by at least 2.5. Jaguars beating the Seahawks money line.
We have a game involving the. Oh wait, it just went by me here. The Rams and Ravens. The Ravens on the brink right now. Rams on the road taking on the Ravens. This is an interesting game because the Ravens don't have good quarterback play. The Rams favored by 7.5 points on the road. Stafford's playing very well, man. Very Puka Nacua heavy. The Ravens need to win this game, but Lamar Jackson won't be playing. So give me the Rams to win this game, but because they're going from the West Coast to the East Coast to play a noon game, give me the Ravens to cover, but the Rams to win.
Oh, man. I think I'm with you on that one. I think the Ravens will cover, but the Rams will go ahead and win the game.
Joe, it's so crazy to think Lamar Jackson is not going to be in the playoffs this year or in the MVP race. It's crazy. We have somebody who said, Mario Cavazos, Mike, the Cowboys beat the Jets at MetLife Stadium on a grass field last week, right? No, MetLife is on turf. It's a turf that actually hurts a lot of players. So no, it's not a grass field. And even if it was a grass field, they played the Jets, dude. Titans, Raiders. Raiders favored by 3.5 points. Titans got that comfort behind victory last week against Arizona.
Yeah.
This is a brutal game. They should give this game for free. Both teams suck. Give me the Titans to pull off the upset and win that game.
No, man. The Titans are cheeks, bro. I got the Raiders besting the Titans 3.5. I'll take it, dude.
Bengals at Packers. Packers need to come off for a victory. Bengals have a new quarterback in Joe Flacco, but Flacco is not playing. Packers are favored by 14.5. No, is that right? 14.5.
Yes, sir.
Jesus. Okay. Give me the Packers to win that game and the Bengals to cover. That's a lot of points. That's more than 2 touchdowns.
A lot of points. I'm with you on that one, Mike. I think Green Bay is going to go ahead and beat them by a lot. I think the Bengals will be able to cover. It has to be at least a 2-touchdown win or more, Mike. It's going to be a blowout, dude. I mean, if Flacco starts, he's going to be running for his life because let's face it, man, that Bengals O-line is booty cheeks, man.
So you have the Packers winning and covering the spread?
Yeah, man. It's going to be 14 or higher, bro. No doubt.
Battle of 2 4-1 teams. The Buccaneers hosting the 49ers. The 49ers All they do is win despite injuries, man. It doesn't matter if they're losing players by free agency or by trade. It doesn't matter if
Are
Brock
they the
Purdy
Toyota
goes down.
Corolla team of the NFL?
Dude, I think they're smoke and mirrors, man. Bucks here by only 2.5 points. Give me the Buccaneers by like 15 on this game. I think the Bucks are going to run away with this game, and Baker Mayfield's going to solidify himself as the driver's seat for the MVP candidacy.
Yeah, Baker's a baller, bro. I got the Bucks beating the 49ers. I think they're frauds, the 49ers are. I'd say at least by a touchdown, the Buccaneers win this one.
Sunday Night Football. Kansas City Chiefs hosting the Detroit Lions. Chiefs staring down the barrel of a 2-4 start. Lions coming in at 4-1. Wow, Joe.
What a storyline, Mike. What a storyline.
Give me the Lions to win this game. Money line upset. They're the better team, and I believe in Jared Goff. I believe in that Montgomery Gibbs running game. I believe in Amon-Ra St. Brown. I believe in the tight ends. I believe in that offensive line. I believe in that defense. Kansas City, when I saw Chris Jones on that one touchdown where Trevor Lawrence falls at the 6-yard line, then falls again at the 7 and runs into the end zone, and Chris Jones was just standing there not doing anything. Joe, that says a lot. Travis Kelce isn't the stud that he used to be anymore. Give me the Lions in this game.
This is a great storyline. If the Chiefs lose this game, you know the memes are going to be coming out, and they're going to be like, Chiefs eliminated from playoff contention. Mm-hmm. And how far removed is this team from being in the Super Bowl to getting off to the start that they have now? Mm-hmm. I mean, the decline was quick, dude. And you got to tell me that the Detroit Lions are not the better team.
Right.
The Detroit Lions are the better team. They're going to win this game. Going away, it's going to be higher than just 2.5. I got them at least by 10 against the Chiefs. The Chiefs are cheeks, bro.
We're going to start writing the Chiefs obituary on Monday.
Yeah, man.
That's what we're looking at. 2 Monday Night Football games. The first game is going to be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Bills favored by only 4.5 points. Why are they only favored by 4.5 points? It's because they have struggled against the Saints, and they struggled against the Patriots. They lost to the Patriots. They almost lost to the Saints. They're not playing very well. The Falcons are a weird team at home, Joe. They either win by 30 or lose by 30.
Yeah.
Wow. It's a dome game. I don't trust Atlanta. I don't trust them at all. Give me Josh Allen to get back on the horse and keep that top 3 MVP vote thing going. Give me the Bills.
I'm going against the grain here.
Yeah,
this is the game that I've circled.
I don't blame you.
I've circled this game as upset of the week. I got the Falcons beating the Bills, and I think they're going to be able to go ahead and do that by at least a field goal. 4.5, I'll take it.
Bears against the Commanders. The Bears coming in at 2-2, coming off a bye. Commanders at 3-2. The Commanders have an interesting running game, man. I was watching their team play last week. They're violent. That's a violent team. But the Bears have come off back-to-back victories against bad teams. Beat the Cowboys, beat the Raiders. They're trying to find their stride a little bit. You picked your upset special. I'm going to pick mine. I'm going to take the Bears to win this game, cover the spread and the money line.
Man, you just giving away money this week, Mike. Just giving it away, man. You just giving that money away, brother. I got the Commanders besting the Chicago Bears. It's going to be by at least a touchdown, dude. The Bears are cheeks, man. The Commanders are the better team. I mean, you're going to tell me that the what's his name? Caleb or whatever for the quarterback for the Chicago Bears is a better QB than what the Commanders have?
No, but I'm just saying weird things happen on Monday Night Football, man. It's a weird phenomenon.
This Bears team's ass cheeks, dude. The Commanders are going to beat them handedly, man.
Dude, if they're ass cheeks, they're the ones who beat the Cowboys.
No. Well, the Cowboys beat themselves in that game because they played like cheeks.
They beat the brakes off the Cowboys in that game.
Yeah. Cowboys got stupid. They got sloppy. That's their fault.
Yeah. Jesse A says, The Commanders were violent against third stringers last week. I'm just saying that the running back likes to absorb contact. He not like Cam Scattaboo, who likes to really hit people. But yeah.
You know what somebody said in the chat here, Mike? And I think you need to do that. It's been long overdue. We need to see the return of Mike's old school movie reviews.
You know what? I'm glad that you mentioned that. Give me a list of movies that y'all think I should check out.
It's
DM
spooky
me.
time, Mike. So you might have to revisit some classic spooky time movies here.
Okay, I've seen a lot of scary movies from back in the day. So over time, I have seen Nightmare on Elm Street. I have seen the original Friday the 13th and Halloween and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I've seen those movies. The one that I did not like Terrifier. I thought that was
Oh,
stupid. And I just hated it.
I'm talking about old school OG horror movies from back in the day. And I got one on the list that I want you to check out because I think it's on Pluto TV or one of these streaming services for free. Pumpkinhead, the old school Pumpkinhead.
It sounds so stupid. I don't even know.
No, bro. That's the thing. You think it sounds dumb, but it's not. If you see that movie, you're gonna be like, okay.
Hey, look at Hanover Fist's comment right here. He has his avatar, Jerry Jones.
Yeah, Jerry Jones. Remember, I sent that to the group chat the other day, and I said, if you're a Cowboy fan, you need to change that to your Avi on social media.
The worst thing the Cowboys did was not draft Scattaboo. He went in the 5th round. Cowboys could have had him, dude. That's the guy that you want to have in your locker room. I don't know if you've seen video of him just screaming in the locker room. It's just like chaos. He's walking chaos, man.
He's wired, bro. He's probably on that coke, man.
That cocaine.
Yeah. He's calling Michael Irvin's dealer.
Well, Joe, I got to get going. I got to head back to San Antonio Drive-In today. So I got to head back. Let me see one last picture of the proposal real fast. Let's see if you want to take it off the Facebook. I want to thank everybody for saying congratulations to us. I mean, it does mean a lot. This is a very good community that we have here with all of our subscribers and all that stuff. We'll get together, dude, in the next couple of weeks. Spurs season starting. We wanted to have some sort of get together in November, maybe a Spurs viewing party or whatnot. But Chica and I are very, very happy. We'll probably get married by the end of the year. And again, it'll just be a private ceremony. We'll figure it out. But if you ever go to Conroe, go visit the lake. It is beautiful out there, dude. It's a fantastic venue. And it was nice that no one else does this at that restaurant. Yeah. They said no one had proposed there in like 3 to 5 years. So it was really cool for them to look at that. And I want to thank
Conroe Lake House.
It's called the Conroe Lake House. Yeah. And I want to thank them all for what they did over there by scrubbing it down and doing it at last minute notice. And we had a waitress named Ashley who was doing all of that, designed it all and everything. She did a fantastic job. So the Lake House, very nice. Very, very, very nice. Joe, it's time for me to get going. Going to hit the road. Going to go down the 45 to the 99 to the I-10 all the way to San Antonio. I'll be in San Antonio Thursday and Friday. El Juan say, don't do it, Mike. I'm sorry, but I'm a sucker for love.
Somebody, I think it was Jason, he sent me this. Oh, look, he's wanting us to read this for him. It's a super chat as we end the show. He was saying that I should use this on a shirt. Mira Wemby.
Mira Wemby.
Mira Wemby.
He's shocking us.
Yeah. And we got that $1.99 to go ahead and end the show. He says, Joe, I sent a pic just for you. Yeah, I just showed it, Jason. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. All right. Well, Mike, we're going to see you and probably Fernandez in the studio tomorrow. It's a go. I look forward to seeing you all both in the studio. I might have you a little cigar ready to go for you, man, for maybe later on.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right.
Everyone have a fantastic day.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Spurs and